More than 100 years, the Indian film industry is producing films, and the role of cast and crew members is inevitable. When I say cast and crew members, it ranges from a spot boy to a celebrity camera person or a film director, which is obviously irrespective of gender. However, we have seen, and it is very evident, that the recognition of women filmmakers, those who are working behind the scene, is very meager. This is Subhrajeet Ganguly, and you have tuned into the Heritage Pod, which is a knowledge series podcast. And today, we have a very special topic. Today's topic of discussion is filmmaker, women filmmaker in India, from Fatima Begum to Payal Kapadia. To discuss this, we have a very special guest in our studio. Today we have Ms. Debarati Gupta, who is an independent filmmaker and also a columnist.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I was listening to one interview of a cinematographer, Madhura Palit.
Right.
She said when she started working in the industry, and people are like, "Oh, you are a cinematographer.
People
You're so thin,
can't
you're
imagine a woman holding camera.
Yeah.
I mean, it is highly recommended position for men. Even I had the same kind of notion or prejudice.
Yeah, correct.
Me being a woman filmmaker, I still never worked with any woman cinematographer. I must admit that it's a highly prejudiced.
Yeah, I mean,
job.
when you direct something that you have to do this and do that, and that particular person is a male, so I think there is some kind of a male ego comes in between. Is it like that?
See, as I mentioned earlier, that this behind the camera zone is highly male dominated till date. Till date, when we are celebrating Payal Kapadia's Grand Prix winning, it is still male dominated, and it is said that there is no woman filmmaker or male filmmaker. There should be a good filmmaker or bad filmmaker. But I personally feel when from any aspect, somebody who is coming from the less represented zone, like be Dalit or black or women, they will certainly have their own lenses. They will certainly have their own gazes, which will not match with the much trodden paths like the male director's path.
Absolutely.
The way Sai Paranjape portrayed men in her films, like if you recall Farooq Sheikh of Chashme Badur, or Nasiruddin Shah from Katha. She made the film quite akin to Basu Chatterjee or Rishikesh Mukherjee genre, but Rishikesh Mukherjee's male leads were, in my understanding, were different than Sai Paranjape's male lead.
Absolutely. Even the lyricist also. A male is writing about women's point of view. He's also writing about male's point of view. Like Husn Jana ki tarif mumkin nahi.
Exactly.
Written by male.
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
So,
I don't think if a woman. Currently I can't recall a woman lyricist's name. That is also, I mean, I'm also the part of this amnesia and conspiracy, because we are all working under patriarchal society. We can't deny that. But definitely, if a woman lyricist would have would have depicted a woman's body, it would have been different.
Just imagine a male is writing Sajna hai mujhe sajna ke liye.
Exactly.
I mean, this is something which is unimaginable, but it is happening since ages, and it is happening till date.
Yeah.
Right. So when we talk about 20s, 30s, pre-independence era, fine, but close to 90s, especially the liberalization, 1991, we had so many filmmakers, women filmmakers. Right. They are also unheard of. I mean, even after globalization, liberalization.
But here I want to mention, there were several other women filmmakers from Bombay also. After Fatma Begum, there was Jaddan Bai. Okay. And you must have heard of Nargis,
Absolutely.
The famous
Nargis.
Raj Kapoor Nargis duo. So Jaddan Bai was Nargis' mother. Okay, and she made wonderful movies. She actually introduced Suraya.
Suraya Begum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Suraya. And then in 40s, to my utter shock, when I was researching, I got this name called Pratima Dasgupta. She was a non-residential Bengali. She was brought up in Gujarat, and from a pretty elite family. She studied briefly in England and then Shantiniketan. Then she started acting in films. First in Bengali films, then she shifted her base to Bombay. And in mid 40s, she formed her own production house, and she made an adaptation of Pygmalion called Chamia,
Okay.
where she cast her sister-in-law Begum Para. You have seen Begum Para in Sanjay Leela Bhansali's Savaria.
Savaria, yeah.
Yeah.
She is there. Correct.
So, Pratima Dasgupta, again, her films were hugely popular and commercial hits. She made Chamia, she made Jharna, she made another film called Pagle, which was a comedy. And Jharna, most interestingly, it was supposed to release in 48. At that time, you can imagine, just India got liberated, and it was Morarji Desai government in Bombay, Bombay presidency, and it couldn't get through censor board because for them it was sexually not proper.
Absolutely.
So they were Jadan Bhai, there was
It is still a taboo.
Yeah, Pratima Dasgupta, and of course before Aparna Sen, Bengal had other women filmmakers like Manju De and Arundhati Devi. We celebrated centenary of Tapan Sinha last year.
Last year, yeah.
Tapan Sinha's wife was Arundhati Devi, and Arundhati Devi made wonderful movies. Manju De made very adventurous movies like Abhishapta Chombol. Can you imagine a woman director is directing Abhishapta Chombol?
And we don't talk about them much.
We don't know.
That's the point. We don't know.
We know Manju De and Arundhati Devi as actors, as performers. Absolutely. We never cared to know about their other aspects.
At present, we are celebrating Payal Kapadia,
yeah.
But we don't know how long it will.
It took Payal to reach here, yeah. And I take pride on saying this, that I wrote about Payal Kapadia's earlier film. Much before she got Grand Prix. And I loved her previous film. It's called Night of Knowing Nothing. And it also got Best Documentary Award from Cannes. But we don't know about it.
Keep listening and watching for such content. This is Subhrajeet signing off.